previously on Talk That Talk.
Right now was the priority, which it should be. So I don't want to fault them for that, but I think for most part, nah, they don't forget where they came from. Most of the time, they got so much pride that when they get to the other band program, it's like, y'all know where I came from, y'all know who I am, y'all know what I did at this other program. Man, I was such and such, such and such, or they'll talk themselves up big. They may not be that good, but they'll definitely talk themselves up big. I've had quite a few transfers come, some successful, some not, because they didn't want to, be a rookie again, be a crab again. That's really tough. I understand. I wouldn't want to be a rookie or a crab again either. So, but yeah, I don't think that's the case. I don't think they forget where they come from. I think it's the opposite, honestly.
All right, Quan. Do transfer students forget where they came from?
Uh, so from my experience, they don't. So we had a brother that transferred, and this is crazy, from Texas Southern to Prairie View, and everybody knows our rival. We was like, bro, like, what are you doing? But it was a trumpet player. He transferred from one school to the next, and he had very much so pride about his section and what they did, and so forth and so on. However, I've never experienced a transfer student when I was marching in the drum section. And if I could be quite frank, we didn't give a shit. You gonna do what the box say, bro. And that's just what it was. So I can't speak too much on it, but it is what it is. I know Julian, he moistened his lips up to be like the box. Yeah, the box, bro. It's just what it was, bro.
I wasn't even gonna say nothing about the box actually, but I mean, since you brought it up, man, y'all so aggressive, man.
But we were.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna talk about that.
It was in our heart, you know what I'm saying?
I bet you it was. I bet you it was.
but nah, I can't speak too much about it. And like I just have to yield the floor to Derek on that. But the one experience of the person that I had, he was like, man, I'm such and such this section, and this is what it is, and this is. I was like, all right, bro, whatever you say. But you hear them, so I mean,
I will say this. In my experiences, it's very interesting the transfer students that I have seen, because the transfer students that I have encountered completely forget that they marched in a program prior to them coming to that other program, right? Like it's okay to be like, I'm here now, so I'm going to respect that I'm here now, right? But then the conversation that you have, is interesting to me, right? Because it's like you start talking about the school you came from, like you never went there, like you were never a part. And I think, to me, that is the most disingenuous thing I've ever seen in my life, right? Like, F that school, dog. Like, they trash. I'm like, bro, you marched there. Like, no, I didn't. Yeah, you did. Like, this is you. This is a picture of you in the whole uniform, right? So, I mean, how do you guys feel? Or you probably have not been privy to that, but how do you all feel about, that type of transfer student?
I wouldn't trust me personally. If you could talk about someone where you had pledged your loyalty to before, and then you come here talking trash about that program, I feel like you're gonna do the same thing if you leave from here too, man. I wouldn't trust you. But that's just me personally. I do respect a person that has pride for the school that they were at, but you got to respect where you're at right now as well. That's what I'm looking for in a transfer student. But don't bash school. We actually had somebody that uh, had that situation before they left. They left. I'm be candid. They left Norfolk. They went to another school in the South. Talking trash about Norfolk.
So
It got down there and had a, how can I say, unpleasant time, and ended up coming back up to Norfolk, and tried to be a part of the family. It was like, hold on, bro. You was like on social media, on video, be like, F this, being F us. Like, it's like, bro, you want us to bring you back with open arms? Like, come on now.
But that's an identity crisis.
Probably walked in like, man, I always loved y'all, man. I was just playing, bro.
But that's a person with an identity crisis. That's a totally different,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
Not just like for me, like I said, I know people transfer for various reasons. It may be scholarships, and maybe whatever. But I ain't gonna lie, it's like maybe I'm too loyal to a fault. I mean, being honest, if what I've endeavored through for Prairie View, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I could have marched for another band. That's Quan though. Like am looking at Fred Charles saying he transferred twice. And I'm pretty sure that his experience, he found the blessing in every experience through his transfer. But just me, I ain't gonna lie, I possibly couldn't, because I seen too many people transfer, and what some people did to them when they went to the next school was just like stupid. You know what I'm saying? It was just stupid. Like if you cross your section, you quote unquote had to deny the previous section prior to, and I mean, come on, bro. It was stupid. It was stupid.
I'm gonna tell you like this, and then we're gonna start letting guests in. I look at it like Greek life. Like, I'm gonna be honest. That one dude who went around the school for years, like, man, I'm gonna pledge this. I'm gonna pledge this. Probably got on, didn't make it, but then all of a sudden, a couple years later, they pledged something else, and then be like, man, fuck them niggas, man. Get them, dog. They trash. Like, no, bro. We knew what interest meeting you was at, son. Like, that's kind of how I look at it. Like, you gotta understand, like, if you're gonna transfer to another school, don't be trying to talk to trash, because we remember you in that uni. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's just how I look at it. Now